All right, well, welcome to episode 1 of Caffeinated Conversations. We've got Alex and Caden here with us. I appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, we've got today's G Fuel. What flavors did you guys choose?
The best one, the strawberry dragon fruit one.
It is, yeah.
This is the best one.
It's delicious.
I went with Naruto. What's it called? Sage mode.
Oh, yes.
Sage mode.
That's white
Yes.
peach pomelo right there.
White peach. It's actually really good. I'm a big fan
I
of
love
peach
that one.
flavored energy drinks. So this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, and if anyone needs to know anything about G Fuel, Alex is our resident expert here. So.
Absolutely, I know everything.
That is factual.
I've converted so many people.
So yeah, I just want to have you guys out here, and we'll just have a good conversation. Before we dive in, though, I just wanted to kind of open it up to you guys and like, what was your childhood like growing up spiritually? Like, what that look like for you guys?
I'll let you go first if you want.
You let me go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be polite. I'll be
Okay.
polite.
Oh, I appreciate it. Growing up, always just kind of like family oriented, centered. I always remember mom was like, back then church wasn't an option, and
Yep,
like a lot of
classic.
parents did that for their
Yep.
kids very early on. I was kind of first introduced to the whole Christianity thing through here, Crossroads.
Okay.
My mom attended Jefferson. She's been here her whole life.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I'm going to be here my whole life. I've been here ever since I was 3, from what I can remember at least.
Sure.
All the way up until now. I've kind of...
I don't think we started until much later, since we moved back from Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I was about 4 or 5, so you might have been 6 when we started coming back.
Okay.
We came before we moved down to
Yeah,
Charlotte.
it was like toddler or like infancy, and then
Right.
we came back as like
Okay.
'Cause
yeah, we were still pretty
itty
young
bitties.
when you
Yeah,
came
right,
back.
itty
Yeah.
bitties.
First memory was about this church and everything growing up was Miss Ellie's class.
Yes.
I and her daughter used to help in that
Oh.
classroom at the time.
That's cool.
And they also had the mobile like TV cart.
Oh
too,
my
the
gosh.
box TVs.
Yes.
Like I wanted to say they're like tube TVs. They're not tube TVs,
No,
are they?
it wasn't too.
They're not that old.
We were a little bit into the future there
Yeah.
at that point. So
It still had the 3 AV ports. On
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
yeah,
so
Yes.
VGS for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
VHS. Sorry.
VHS.
Sorry.
VGA's the
VGA.
The connector, yeah.
So everything was on a VHS tape.
Oh.
I think CDs were new,
Okay.
like in the
Oh,
curriculum at the
yeah.
time. And then like kind of shortly after that, like, I obviously got involved with Miss Ellie further. I continued to help her. And she kind of really pushed me
Yeah.
to Christ in the way of service.
Okay.
Because maybe a lot of people who kind of grew up with me in Miss Ellie's class, or a lot of people who knew me from before, know that I always ran slides for Miss Ellie.
Okay. Yeah, that was your thing.
I was her helper
Yeah.
for a long time. She would pull up the PowerPoint slides and be like, "All right, Alex, push my buttons,
Yes.
turn on the projector, pull down the
I
screen."
remember that very distinctly because at the time you were running the older kids group, and then I was with Naomi with the younger kids group, helping them, and
Okay.
we did the same thing. So
Yeah.
a lot of fond memories helping with children's church back in the day.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I do remember that. Like right after Miss Ellie and doing like the screens with her, I kind of graduated
Okay.
a little bit from like Miss Ellie to Steve Warner at the time.
Yes.
Was the youth pastor for at the time down here at the Tin Can. It was still called the Tin Can.
Okay.
But I got too old for Miss Ellie's class. I was
Sure.
like 12 or 13 at the time, I remember. And
Yes.
I'm like still helping down there. And Miss Ellie kind of looked at me and she's like, I appreciate your help. But you're a little old and you should be probably going to the next step up. And I'm
Yes.
like, okay. I was really apprehensive.
Okay.
Because, Miss Ellie's was all that I knew.
Yeah.
She originally pushed me to Christ, helped me figure out that I enjoy servicing
Yep.
the church and kind of helping with the day-to-day tasks of sound and moving slideshows at ProPresenter now that I do currently. But Steve kind of solidified my faith
Okay.
a lot more. Kind of like a lot how you do. You kind of like are very like, what's the word? What do we do every you'll
like a new
you'll have a
bank?
question for us every day.
Oh, like
For-
Theology Mondays.
Theology.
Oh.
That's it. Okay.
Gosh.
Pastor Steve really solidified my faith theologically.
Okay.
That is what
That's
I meant.
We got there.
We got there. He 100% pushed me to understand and love God more.
Okay.
Dive into the Word more.
Yeah.
Have a devotional time. Have a
Yeah.
prayer time. Like before with Miss Ellie, it was like I did Sundays, and that was all good and hunky dory.
Mm-hmm.
But like that was it.
Sure.
For the longest
Yeah.
time, that was my life. That was my walk with Christ. That was my extent
Okay.
of all the time that I spent with him.
Yes.
And then, Pastor Steve, he just kind of looked at me and he's like, no,
You need a little more than that.
you need more time with him.
Yeah.
Walking with Jesus and being a follower of him is more than just one day.
Yes.
It's every day.
Yeah.
It's a life choice.
Yeah.
You're choosing to follow Christ for the rest of your life, and you need to practice and live in the Word.
That's cool.
So he really pushed me
Yeah.
to believe that, to live it, to do it.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, he got me involved in doing the sound team here.
Okay.
They had the worship team. I remember, like, Donovan, Mackenzie, Eli, I
Lee-
kind of remember.
Levi?
Levi,
Levi?
Eli.
I believe his name was Levi.
I don't know. He had red
Very
hair.
talented
and
guitar player, though.
red
Very,
hair,
very
glasses.
talented.
He was really good at playing guitar.
Yes.
And Nate Stone, I believe was his last name, was the
Oh,
other
okay.
kid I did sound with up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to think that was the best time in youth group because we had Clint, Austin, if you remember them.
Yes.
Yeah. Greg Adams was here at the time.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
That was that era. That's when
Okay.
I came in.
Yes.
So like
So you feel like you really just dug down deep in
Yeah.
your faith then.
that group
That
was really welcoming
Good.
and like super helpful in like pushing me forward in
Yeah.
my walk with Christ. We could all have fun,
Yeah.
and then at the same time we could all be together and dive into the Word, and none of us were ashamed or
Yeah.
scared to do so and openly express our faith because I think we were all really close.
Yeah.
And that closeness that I had very early on, I think continued to solidify into my early 20s, even
Yes.
after Steve Warner left.
Yeah.
Um,
That kind of community that you built there.
Oh, that community, it was really strong at the time.
Yeah.
None of them, sadly, are really here anymore.
Yeah.
But I found a sense of community in the way I kind of have done sound now.
Sure.
It's kind of lead me to connect to a lot of people outside of Crossroads with the various sorts of worship teams that come
Yeah.
in, guest speakers. I've gotten to know a lot of pastors from other churches really well, worship teams, and all sorts of other people,
Yes.
and where they're at in their walk with Christ and where they have come from. It's always so unique to hear. Like, sometimes it all sounds so similar, but
Yeah.
there's just tiny little
Okay.
distinct things that all put us on that almost that same path
Yes.
that comes back to him.
Yeah.
So it was very good. And then one bigger thing was the college Bible study
okay.
that you put on for a while, and then
Yes.
Phil and Andy took over. That was that kind of like that was nice.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that, and it was something that like I kind of missed a little bit.
Yes.
From moving on from youth group, losing youth group,
Sure.
and then
That kind of in-between stage. You're just-
it's that in between stage.
Yes.
And there's nothing for the college like kids themselves.
Yeah.
Gracie Ann, if she were here, she would love to say that, like the same. She said this all the time. She's like, there's nothing for the college kids to do.
Yes.
Ever. There's no class. There's no, things that we all do together. And I think she's done a wonderful job of creating that community.
Good.
And that sense of belonging for the college kids.
Sure.
I don't attend as much as I should with it over there, but she is simply amazing for doing what she does over there with Phil and Andy and trying to get as many people to come and
Absolutely.
creating that sense of community. So that's kind of all the way where I'm caught up now.
Okay.
Lead sound tech serving still,
Sure. Yeah.
kind of like with Miss Ellie and
Absolutely.
Pastor Steve. So
That's awesome.
all started
full
from Miss
circle.
Ellie, and then come here full circle.
Yeah.
I'm recording the podcast. And
Yeah.
setting it up, so like,
I know. Seriously.
Yeah, so
That's really cool.
all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
that's my story, Caden. It's now that I've talked for 15 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Here-
Sounds about right.
What are some of the highlights from your story, Kate?
Yeah, so very, very similar start. So started attending church at a pretty young age. Stayed fairly consistent with it up until I left for college, and then started doing my music thing. So drum corps. So it's been kind of difficult because I went on a complete opposite direction of where Alex went.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's been a little struggle to keep consistency, just because
Sure.
there's so much in my life that I do and enjoy.
Yeah.
And so my path has been find little ways to keep it actively in my head. So every day with the Bible app, they send you a daily a daily part of scripture, which helps me in the mornings. I'll see it. It's the first notification that's on my phone, and just gives me something to do during the day. So it being away for so long has been a little difficult.
Yeah.
But now that things are slowing down and getting back into I'm getting back into my rhythm of things. So
Yes.
it's been a lot easier to get back into things
Yeah.
and get back into helping. So
Good.
that was one of the things that was put into me into as a little growing up in the church, was very much so be here, help out,
Yes.
do what you can, be a part of the congregation. And that leaned me into a more fellowship style of Christianity, because I love interacting and meeting and talking with people. And that building friendships and communities like that
That's huge.
is
That's-
really big.
Yes.
Especially for me, because after Alex grew out of all of the youth organizations, it was just me, so I had to
Yeah.
figure something
Yeah.
out because
For sure.
geez, my friend's gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he pieced out.
yeah, so
Too many of my friends.
Yeah.
were his friends.
yeah. So I would just hang out with Alex and
Yeah.
do whatever he was doing because I was like, yeah, like that's who I know. Like these are my friends.
You had Caleb and
I did have Caleb, so
Okay.
like shout out to Caleb Eplin. He's the reason I got saved, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a very distinct memory for me, like really early on. We were at VBS back in the puppet era.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
wow, like the Daniel lion when they
Yeah.
were in the cage,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Oh
believe
my
so. I
gosh.
believe
The
it was
puppets.
Jonah. It was like the Jonah
The
VBS with the
oh my
whale.
gosh.
With
Man,
their-
you weren't around for this.
So,
okay,
no,
I did-
this
The
is
whale
like,
is still in the like storage, storage
it is,
shed
it's
over
right
there.
over there.
It's so funny because
Oh
like
my
every time I
gosh.
go in there, I see it and I go, "Wow, okay."
Those were
Yes.
Kathy Cook and
Oh,
Ellie
man.
Thompson led
Yeah.
VBSs. Those were some of the best VBSs.
Oh.
I'm gonna say a biased opinion right now to anyone that has any of the like grew up with the old VBSs. The superhero one was by far the best one. Then you got the lion one, Jonah's third, and like there was another one that I can't even remember. That one's fourth. I
yeah.
that is the
Super-
tier list. I am sorry if I upset you, but that is the
That's it.
tier list.
But back to my story about Caleb. So I was sitting there like VBS. They were talking about like giving your heart to God, like giving, like doing all that, like going up there to the altar, saying the prayer, like going through all of that.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was like, I don't know. Like,
Sure.
I don't know
Yes.
about all this.
Yep.
Especially being, at the time, I was like maybe all of 5 to 6 years old and
You didn't have your life figured out by then?
yeah,
I mean-
no, like it's crazy.
You didn't have a house.
you-
You didn't. You
Yeah.
what were you doing?
I missed out. I should have been buying real estate during the housing
know.
crisis. but like really, he sat there and was like, "Let's just go up there and do it, and
Yeah.
just like see what happens." And so like I was like, "All right, I'll go if you go." And
Yep.
so him and I went up there and we prayed with shoot, who was it up there? I believe it was his grandmother, Naomi.
Naomi Dean.
And then I think later on, Tim, what's his last name?
Throckmorton,
Throckmorton?
the head pastor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Throckmorton.
he ended up coming later into the prayer.
Okay.
Like a little bit further on.
Yep.
And like I like really it was like that moment where it was like a really deep like sense of relief.
Yeah.
And it was like pretty crazy experience for like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Like it
No,
was
that's-
wild because like
That's cool.
it like honestly like even that early on felt like a 1,000-ton bag came
Yes.
off my
Yeah.
shoulders.
You knew
And
something was going on.
yeah,
Like, this is real.
It really felt different, and it
Yeah.
was very different from what anything has ever been. So shout out to Caleb Eplin. I'll shout
Dude,
you out.
That's
one,
legit. Yeah.
one more time there. So my goat.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of have grown up in the church and stuck around the church.
Yep.
You're, now, what would you guys say is like, what's it like being a Christian in your early 20s? Being a part of the culture, like what are some of the challenges, some of the pushback that you guys find trying to live out your faith among your peers?
Yeah, so I feel like I have a pretty good answer with this one, especially with like how social media is nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody is like super quick to like hatred.
Yes.
And they're like, "Oh, you're a Christian. You hate everybody
Yes.
and everything if it's not the Christian way." And I'm like,
okay.
no.
Yeah.
Like we want to be as accepting as possible for everybody because
Yeah.
we want to get as many people in the Word as possible.
Yeah.
And like, so like that's really the goal, and that's like one of the hardest pushbacks, especially in the like younger 20s. Like, I struggled with that when I was at college at Ohio State, because I would tell a lot of people, they'd go like, oh yeah, like I'm this and this, and like I don't really care about like religion or anything, and they would like ask me about my beliefs, and I would go, well yeah, like I have like a Christian foundation, and I've been like building on that and like what I believe and like how things work. And they were very like negative about it.
Really?
And
Like to your face?
yeah, like visibly like upset, and they're like, oh well, like one of the big ones was like abortion.
Sure.
Which was at the time when I was in college was like the biggest topic, because it was going through the process of like the voting and like getting it like banned or legalized. Yeah, banned or legalized in Ohio.
Yeah.
And I told a lot of people that I disagreed with it, because like that is life, and they deserve to live that. And I made a lot of enemies at school doing that, but you know, it's what you got to do. So, and I mean, I get it. Like, there are reasons that you believe what you believe in, but
interesting. So you had to fight kind of against some of the stereotypes of like you're a hateful person, you hate women, you hate these people groups.
Yeah, and then like obviously I got hit with all of the like stereotypes and bad jokes about like the Catholic religion, where like, oh, were you a part of the little boys choir? Did the pastor? Like I got hit with a lot of that. So especially in my time at college, it was hard. Because I like, not only did I have to battle through that, but I also had to like battle through my own doubt and like go through and like
because I'm sure that would make you think
like it made me think a lot, but like I am glad I was as rooted as I was. And before I went to college, I feel like a lot of the stuff I learned before I went to school helped me through a lot of the like harder points. So I feel like that helped a lot. So
that's cool.
Standing in the faith.
No, absolutely. What would you say, Alex?
I had it a little bit easier than Caden did.
That's
only
fair.
because I turned 25 on March 23rd, which the day of recording is 2 days from now.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. Quarter of a century dead. That's
so positive.
Yeah. I've got 1/4 left. I'm making it to 100.
You
man.
are.
I'm 1/4 down. I've always stayed in the church.
Okay.
So for me, I was surrounded by like-minded people all the time. I didn't go to college right off rip. Caden did. After high school, I got a job over at the car wash. Magic Tunnel is what it used to be.
Oh, yep.
I was an assistant manager over there for a while. I ended up leaving there, was just kind of unhappy with it. And like, my mom was like, hey, go to Creation Station. Nanny needs help. Miss Debbie or Debbie C. However you know her.
Old Deborah.
Yes. So I went to go work at the preschool. And in that preschool, like, I met people my age. Like, I was surrounded by people my age. I was surrounded by families who were Christ-centered and oriented. I was constantly around Zach and Gracie Ann and I believe Lana at the time. And like the college Bible study just started up. And like from 20 all the way up to about 24. I really didn't
Just kind
have
of cruising, yeah.
this hard of a.
That was
like,
another thing that helped out a lot. So, especially with like at the point in time where I was going to the college Bible study as well.
Okay. Yep.
It like getting to talk to like Phil and Andy about like questions I had.
Yes.
And like things that
And we're kind of worked through that together. Yeah.
Where I was like, okay, so I've been told this, this, and this. How do I back up this with
Sure.
like information that like you guys know? And they were extremely helpful with like giving me scripture and like places to go look for things to like back my understanding.
I remember
Yes.
you were really into that,
Yeah.
like when you were coming back from college,
Yeah.
because I remember you even talking about that when you've gotten home the last couple of times around that time. So, yeah, I completely forgot about that until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, it's kind of it's hard to go through, but then on the other hand, it really gives you an opportunity to become confident in what you
Yeah.
believe and really figure it out and have a good articulation of answers that you can give and really be able to work through that and think through it clearly.
Yeah, I think that was like my hardest struggle at the very beginning of
Yeah.
like going to school, because I like didn't have a lot of like backing or like understanding.
Yep.
And the more research I did, the easier it was to like stand my ground.
Yeah.
And like
Yep. You're like,
so,
oh, there are good answers to these little
Yeah.
things, and I can share those with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps. Read.
That's cool.
read the Bible.
Go figure.
Rule number 1.
I kind of feel bad because, like, you and I have had this complete opposite
Yeah.
version of, like, I've been on cruise control and it's been easy, and I've always been surrounded by like-minded
Yeah.
people. I think, like, and then, like, you have been kind of, like, thrown into this thing. I don't know. You need to be asking him all the questions.
No. So
Like, how am I supposed to relate to people? I've always been in
So,
the middle of the church.
it took me a really long time to like actually sit and like build on my start of like faith. And like I felt like I've talked to Phil and Andy about this too.
Yeah.
Like I started my foundation, and I feel like the foundation of like going through like children's school, like children's church, and like going up through like then small groups and then youth group, and like going up through has like helped me a lot, but it never really got me to like the point where it's like, okay, so you're to a point where you have to do something differently to find the information you want.
Yes.
And
Yeah, it's not being like spoon fed to you.
yeah,
It's on you
and
to
like
figure it out.
that's
Yeah.
kind of like, as I was growing up, how everything was like described to me, where it was like, yes, you're gonna get your calling, and it's just gonna come to you one day, and
Yes.
it never came.
Yeah, you're
so
like, where's it at?
I
You're
just felt lost at some point where
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm waiting, like when is it coming? And then I don't remember exactly what Phil said, but he said something and it like clicked
Yeah.
instantly. And I'm like, wow, that makes a bunch of sense. And it was like something along the lines of, you can't wait for it to happen. You have to go out there and find it yourself.
Yep.
And it's got to be something you love to do. You love to go out.
Yeah.
And then how can you express like the Lord through what you're doing?
Absolutely.
And like
Yes.
that, it like made just so much sense in that moment. And I'm like,
Yes.
this is exactly what I needed right now. And
Yeah.
so
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
like coincidences do happen like that, but it's like it's like
God
something
knows what
that
he's
you
doing.
have to find for yourself, and it takes a lot of like internal thought and digging. And
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you're so kind of like this transition period of, okay, I'm a kid and all this information is being given to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm becoming an adult and I have to figure out, okay, what do I do with all this knowledge that I've accumulated?
Yeah.
How do I put this into practice? What does it mean to make my faith my own and to find what I want to spend my life glorifying God with and all those sorts of things? And those could be tough questions to work through.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what would you guys say? Are there like, you guys ever gone through like any periods of doubt, or like do you feel like there's something that your generation struggles with that maybe like older generations haven't had to deal with, or has that caused like technology or the social media stuff like that? Has that caused any growing pains in your faith?
100% social media.
Yeah.
Like, as much as a blessing as it is a big old double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Like, it is, and like I'm on both sides of it. I grew up without social media.
Okay.
Caden grew up with social media.
All right.
I don't want to say it's really because of social media. The way I view the world and the way he views the world are completely two different ways.
No, I would say 100% social media has influenced how I looked at the world for a long time.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to realize that social media is a great tool.
Sure.
It's a great tool to stay connected.
Yep.
It's a great tool to like catch up with friends and like make new friends, but it's also a really dangerous place, especially for Christians, just because of how much like hatred and just like vulgar things are on social media.
It's just slander of
Yeah.
any kind. If someone's hurt, it doesn't even matter what religion it is. It doesn't matter who it is, color, ethnicity, religion, rich, poor.
Yeah.
Like, hate is hate, and it's what's popular.
Yeah. It gets the clicks. It gets the attention.
Yeah.
It just gets amplified.
Yeah.
It's like our generation, we don't watch the news. We go to social media for the news.
Yep.
Like, for instance, Chuck Norris died yesterday.
Yeah.
As time of recording. But like the first thing my instinct was, don't go to a news outlet, go to X. Or has anyone posted it on Snapchat?
Gotcha.
Or has anyone said something on Facebook?
Yes.
Because like that was my first instinct and response.
Yep.
I have adopted social media ever since I turned 18.
Okay.
I downloaded X, I downloaded Snapchat, and I think Facebook, because I have to do it here for the church.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't count YouTube. A lot of people count YouTube. I do not count YouTube. That is like Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
That is Netflix.
That's just a big media corporation. That's a
that
bunch
is,
of different like film organizations all together doing.
Okay.
Right.
So they don't count.
No.
Yeah. So
That's not social media. That's like minor like amateur like movie makers and like TV shows and that's not social
That's
media.
funny. All right.
But like, I always find myself when I want information, I'm going to social media.
Yeah.
Right off rip.
Okay.
It's either I'm using ChatGPT, I'm using Grok, I'm using Claude,
Yep.
I'm Googling it, I'm going into social media to find answers. Never do I really stop and like, what's the news say? Like, I don't even check the news for the weather. Or if a school is closing, they post it on social media.
Interesting.
Or
Okay.
it's the weather's on the weather app. Like,
Yes.
our generation is like fear and hate and all of that. If you, like my mom always used to tell me,
Yeah.
it was all in the news. And if you choose to not watch the news, you weren't influenced by it. But for us, it's
Oh, it's just every time you
right
pick up
here.
your phone.
Yeah.
You pick up your phone, notification. You could see BBC News or you could see Daily Mail, and they're like, Iran has been struck again by the U.S. or whatever world disasters happening at the time. You see that constant negativity.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, it's hard to stay positive.
Absolutely.
And I think that challenge comes into is like, as Christians, we're supposed to be, followers of Christ. We're supposed to be trying to guide people to Christ in any way that we can.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we were with our pastors that brought me and Caden up. But if you try to like post anything about that, you get low engagement.
Sure.
It's not hateful. It's not popular.
Yep.
People don't want to hear good news anymore. People want to hear bad news.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the challenges with Christianity and where we all struggle.
Yeah.
We always want to tell about the good, the grace of God, the great things that you could have, the great life that you could have if you choose to follow him.
Yeah.
But it's just easier to hate. It's just so easy to hate.
Yes.
I even find myself sometimes being like,
I'll just get sucked into it.
it's just like, wow, that is awful. Why would anyone do that?
Yes.
And then as you said, you catch yourself and you're like, wow, I really just put all of that hate on that one tiny little thing, on that on those words on that screen.
Yes.
Like I don't type any of it out or send or post anything. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Too many jobs looking social medias nowadays.
That is. Yep.
Yeah. That's why my posts on social media are very minimal. And so it's like the posts on my social media are just like every once in a while, like a life update or like a couple of pictures that I take. Like I don't post very often.
Okay.
I spend more time consuming media than I do posting, which I feel like is a big struggle of mine. Just because like I like consume a large amount of it, I always see something that I'm like, okay, so that's not cool. And then it's like after that, like I just have to sit and like detox for the rest of the day. And I'm like, I can't even look at my phone.
Yeah.
And
it's just overwhelming. Just so much.
But even detoxing for some people, scrolling through TikTok. And like again,
it's just a different form.
It's just a different form. And like I don't know. I think our biggest generational struggle is our phones. 100%.
I would say like as much as like it sucks to say that I need this as much as I do. Because like this is my communication device for work. It's how I set up all my clients for my personal job. And then it's like I need it, and then I have all of these other things to like entertain me on it. And then that entertainment turns into like bad media at some point. And I'm like, oh well.
It's kind of like a balancing act of I need the professional side of jobs and all that kind of thing, but when I get involved with that, there's not a hard and fast line between the other side of getting sucked into the mindless entertainment or the negativity.
So
or
like
it just blends together.
I've had to limit like my amount of time. So like every single social media app, I limit to like an hour a day. And that's like as much as I can do.
I remember one day we looked at your screen time and you were on TikTok for 6 hours
in one day.
Oh, it was bad.
It was
so bad.
It was so bad.
It
was
bad.
like when TikTok had just like first come out.
Oh man.
And like I looked at my weekly screen time and I put in a 40-hour work week on TikTok. In 1 week, 40 hours is a ridiculous amount of time.
You had a full-time job scrolling TikTok.
He just got back from college and like he took summer vacation to an extreme with TikTok. And like
and like after that summer, I like literally looked at myself and I was like, okay, this is bad.
Not okay.
I need
Yeah.
to like change something right now. So I deleted TikTok altogether.
Yeah.
And I've since re-downloaded it. I don't think I've opened it in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I've sent you like
He
TikToks.
sends me
He's like,
videos
you never-
all the time.
never responded.
He sends me videos all the time. I think I have between 3 friends, I have like 340 messages between all of them of like just videos that they've sent me.
Yes.
And at this point, I'm like, I don't even want to go look at all
Sure.
of them just because I feel like it'd take forever and I'd get done with it.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Like limiting my time on social media has definitely helped a lot.
Okay.
Especially with just like keeping myself like mentally in a good spot.
Yes.
Because I feel like there is a certain point where social media just kind of like drains you.
Oh yeah.
And
It's-
you're just looking at
Yep.
all of these people, all of these things, and then
constantly comparing yourself.
yeah,
And,
you compare yourself, and it's not like only like I know the like stereotype is like women look at other women on social media and go,
Yeah.
"Gosh, I wish I looked like that." I feel like that's very true for men.
oh
too.
yeah. Absolutely.
Because like I
For us, it's points of life.
Yeah.
Like if like I have a friend, for instance,
Yes.
he's got a house, a wife, and a
Okay.
kid. He's 24. I'm 24, and I'm in college for my teaching degree.
Yeah.
I still live with my parents.
Yeah.
And
you're kind of like, should I be there?
and
Am
I'm
I
like,
not?
did I mess up? Am I wrong? And like,
Yes.
the constant comparing can also even go into like walks of faith.
Oh.
Yeah.
For a long time, this is a very exposing moment for me. I compared myself in my walk with Christ to where Gracie Ann was for a while. That might be a bad thing to say. It
No,
really might be. But
She's awesome. So I mean,
Yeah.
when I started like going to the Bible study for the college kids, I was like, wow, like, am I behind? I remember one distinct thing. I was so embarrassed. Andrew, he brought a game. It was some Bible baseball game. I had never been so caught off guard with questions and things in the Bible. And I was like, there were questions of like, this guy met this guy, what'd they do? And I'm like, and
Yeah.
like, it was kind of a wake up call for me. It was like,
Sure.
whoa, I
That's-
do not read my Bible enough.
A
Yeah,
very
I do-
exposing moment.
yeah.
I do not do my like I don't do my devotions enough. Very exposing moment. And to wrap it back in, I found myself on TikTok more often than not. I found myself on YouTube more often than not. And I
Yes.
kind of use social media as a distraction to take myself away from God
Okay.
in a sense. And
You feel like you kind of had that guilt, and you're like, I don't want to think about that. It was like a distraction in that kind of sense.
oh, yeah, 100%. After that like day, I felt bad. So bad enough to where I was like, I just need to stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I divulged myself back into social media.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe if I just scroll, I'll forget.
Like
But
a way to numb yourself, a way to like just not deal with it in the moment.
it's 100% a numbing tool, which is why I hate and love social media at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful tool, and it also just the most addicting, life even ruining thing. Some people get so enthralled into it that they can't like live without it.
Yeah, just becomes everything, their identity.
It is
Just-
everything.
yeah.
And like social media influencers, sure, they do it for their job, but like that's their life. Their
Yeah.
life is in a screen.
Something that I heard recently, I'm not going to take credit for it because it's a really good. When you say that you were comparing yourself to Gracie Ann, and somebody said somewhere on social media, I don't remember, but I'm pulling from social media
that's
just
fair.
because
Yep.
like this was like a very rare occurrence for me where I found something where somebody was being like extremely positive.
Okay.
And he said, like constantly comparing yourself to people who are like steps ahead of you is not good.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it as if you're in the line at the grocery store getting your groceries checked out,
Yeah.
they're just the person in front of you. And then you go, oh, as soon as their groceries are done, I get to put mine up there, and then I get to check out and go home with my things.
Yes.
It's not that they were so much further ahead of you. You're just still in line, and you're like, you're next up.
Yeah.
But as soon as you go, oh, well, they're already ahead of me, I'm too far behind, like, I'm never going to be able to catch up, you pull yourself out of line.
Yeah.
And then you restart, because then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you go down and look for the shorter line. Well, everybody's filled up all the rest of the line, so
Yeah.
you got to go all the way back to the back of the line and restart again.
Yeah.
So it's like,
There's kind of this like shame aspect
Yeah.
that comes along with it. I mean, like you said, there's a good part of comparison in that, like, a kind of a wake up call. Like, I want to be there. Like, that person is
Yeah.
ahead of me, and I want to be. I want to be like that. But then along with that comes with these feelings of inferiority and shamefulness and condemnation that God does not want us to he wants us to be motivated, wants us to strive. But then we take it, or like, oh, that means that I'm less than that person.
yeah, it's being able to see other people succeed
Yeah.
and then be like, okay, I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm going to be next.
Yeah. Just because you're not there yet.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you're not going to get there.
Yeah.
It means like eventually it's going to be your turn.
Yeah.
Like things are going to line up. The plan is in motion. You just gotta be there and ready for it when it happens.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I think it is good to have that realization and just go work through that, because it is all too easy just to not even think about it. Just be like, oh, they know more than me. Huh, who cares? And just go along with your life. So I mean, I think it's good that
I actually
you guys have
just
that recognition.
reposted that on Instagram today.
Did you? Yeah.
So
No, so I mean, we'll head towards wrapping up here. I'm going to be respectful for you guys' time. But so like, especially thinking of like technology, like so older generations, I feel like they look at the younger generation like, you guys are on your phones way too much. It means too much to you. And you guys are like, yes, that is true.
I agree.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
No.
Yeah.
like we're like, especially for me, I know some people, especially my age, go, oh yeah, like sure, I'm on my phone a lot. It's
Yes.
not harming me at all.
Yeah.
I think it very much so is.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing all of the time.
Yeah.
I'm saying
It's not inherently evil.
yeah.
Sure.
The way you use it and the way you like spread a message definitely is. So like, if you're out there posting like positively and like lifting people up and like helping them out, and then like things like that are good. It's just like, oh, I disagree with you because you believe in this is bad.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is a lot of people, especially with social media nowadays, it's just so easy to click back with this like, I'm right, you're wrong, and if you won't change your mind, I hate you for it.
Yes.
And like, it's more than ever right now where I feel like we need to have more of a like loving community.
Yeah.
And just like go out and like just be kind.
Yeah.
And like it's very rare to see people nowadays, like especially in public, where
Yeah.
you go out and you're like, somebody's just kind to you.
Yeah.
And it hurts to say, because it's honestly like kind of stinks. 'Cause
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it might be a stereotype that Christians are mean and hateful, but
Yeah.
stereotypes are there for a reason. A lot of the times.
I get, and that's my big thing right there. that the stereotype that Christians are mean and hateful, I think has really come from two specific areas.
Okay.
And I am very, very passionate in believing this.
All right.
I might offend a few people. I really believe it is kind of a little bit of those die-hard, always have to be perfect Christians that really are just like, you're doing this wrong thing and God will forgive you, but it's real bad right now and you shouldn't do that. Like, there's a better way to communicate that.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of focusing on the guilt aspect.
yeah,
Leaning heavily on that.
they want you to make you feel guilty, which is where I think a lot of people get that negativity of like, oh, Christians are really hateful to people who don't follow their beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To certain Christians who take it too far or
Yeah.
too extreme, or even sometimes who say they're Christian, but like they're throwing stones consistently at people, even though that they have their own faults of imperfection.
Yeah.
They're holding these people that might not be Christians to that Christian standard and spreading that hate. And I think social media has really amplified that. We're not looping back into social media, I promise.
Oh, no,
but like,
it's...
it really has gotten to that point to where it's like, there are people that I know personally that they love the Lord. I
Yeah.
know they do. But the way they go about treating people who don't is so not right. How do you tell someone who is a follower of Christ and is in a journey with you and is in the same congregation as you, saying, hey, that's not okay, what you just said. You should be encouraging, be like, listen, I disagree with you in what you're doing and what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I want to have a conversation and I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
People don't do that now. It's straight to the hate.
Yeah.
And it's straight to the negativity. And like,
Perfection is impossible.
perfection is impossible. No one is perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one will be. Jesus has been the only one so far that I know of
Yeah.
that has ever been able to be perfect. And we can try to be Christ-like as best as possible.
Yeah.
But I think us as Christians, we really need to come from a sense of not acceptance, but an understanding of another person.
Yes.
And then trying to follow that up with scripture and say, hey, like, I know why you do this and I understand why you're doing it.
Yes.
But here is some scripture that I think you need to read.
Sure.
And just to see a different perspective.
Yeah.
Look at it in a different light.
Yeah.
And you can do all that you can to follow up with that person and say, hey, like, if you ever want to dive into this more,
Yes.
or if you ever want to like explore a different avenue than what you're currently doing, I've been more than willing and happy to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the way Christians really need to start approaching people to beat that sentiment of, oh, we just
You're
hate
hateful.
people
Yes.
who don't follow Jesus
Yeah.
and don't do Christ-like things.
And there, especially in like my generation, there are a lot more people that like don't do their own research, like at all.
Yeah.
And so like getting in with like somebody like that, and they know like just surface level.
Sure.
Like how do you get to them and go, okay, so there's a lot of things that we're not doing right, but we're trying.
Yeah.
And like we like show appreciation that like, okay, like we're taking the right steps. We're just not getting all the way there.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of leading with like understanding, trying to understand the person before directly responding to them, kind of like what you were saying too, and just that knowing they are on a journey, whether it's an unbeliever or believer, like jumping straight to, hey, you suck. That's probably not the most beneficial aspect, but come alongside them and say, hey, I care about you and I love you. Like, tell me about about what's going on. Like, how can I help you? What's your understanding here? And then bringing that truth alongside them, not avoiding the truth. We need that.
Right.
We need answers, but just showing them, hey, I care about you. That's why I'm saying something. Yeah. And then whether that conversation goes anywhere, at least they know, okay, they didn't tear me down for.
Or like if somebody asks you a question and they're like, hey, I'm lost. Like,
yes.
can you help me like navigate through this?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
Like, let's do some reading together. Let's dig in. And like, I feel like there's not a very big crowd of people who are actively like, okay, so you're struggling.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
Yes.
Because I might know a little bit more.
Sure.
And I could probably get us into the right part of scripture that can help out with like what's going on.
Yes.
And like, especially for people who have been in the church for a long time and like growing up in it, like we've heard at this point a lot of scripture, have read through a lot of the Bible.
Yeah.
And it's like easier for us to go back through and find things because we go, oh, I remember reading this.
Yes.
Or I remember hearing about this. And you start digging through books and people go, well, I wasn't like put through that growing up. So like being able to like help somebody in that situation go through it, I feel like should be a bigger part.
Yeah.
And that is kind of what helped me out through college, because like study groups in college helped me with that, because that transferred directly from digging through textbooks to finding a group of people and like studying scripture, and it goes hand in hand. It's like studying scripture is just like going through class.
Yeah.
It's the longest class with the
for sure.
Probably the biggest textbook.
Yeah.
But
that's interesting. So it kind of sounds like, I mean, if we could summarize what you guys are saying, you guys have talked a lot about like community and a lot about the importance of that fellowship and of creating this space to be vulnerable with each other. This space of like, hey, I'm struggling maybe with a sin, or I'm struggling to understand, or I have these doubts, or I need help, and responding to that with gentleness and kindness and understanding, with the intention of leading them to the truth. I think creating that kind of atmosphere sounds like it's really important for you guys.
Yeah, I would say that is like a very essential part that a lot of like I'm not going to say all, but like a lot of the older generation Christians don't understand. Like there are, for a lot of us, it's very difficult to kind of open up.
Yeah.
And that might be a thing of like, oh, like I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to admit to somebody at church that I've been doing something wrong. Sure. And it's something that is hard to get over.
Yeah.
But like being able to admit it to somebody is like, and like being in a space where they're like welcoming enough to be like, okay, like I've heard you, I've listened, and like this is like let me help guide you through this part of like the rough part of your journey. Absolutely. To get you onto a path that's much easier to walk.
Yeah. I feel like that's something that, I mean, I don't feel like I'm in the old crowd yet. Yeah. But even me as a dad, like that's something that I need to remember when I'm talking with people. Like if they come to me and they're confessing something to me or admitting that they have something, not jumping immediately to answers, immediately to like, you need to change and this things you can do, but like, hey, thanks for telling me. I hear you. I'm with you. like I love you, and we're going to work through this together. I think if we kind of like avoid the social media knee-jerk reaction of responding right away and just pause, like, okay, they don't need that right now. What they need to know is that I'm with them, that I hear them, that this is a safe place that we can work through.
Yeah, make it a not hostile environment.
Yeah,
and make
for
it
sure.
a like, hey, like we're in this together.
Yeah,
Like we can work together to get you in a spot where you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think where the lack of and the sense of community kind of comes from is not that the church isn't wrong in what they're doing. It's I think honestly, and man, this is really a podcast about social media at this point.
No, it's a big part.
We're the most connected but disconnected generation in the entire world, ever.
I feel
basically.
like there is a connection between us and less of a connection between us to like them, you to the next, and like so on and so forth.
Not even that. It's really just like we would rather talk through a screen to each other than talk to each other in person.
Okay, so that makes a really good point.
Okay.
So,
That's where I was going with that.
Okay. So you guys are like technologically connected, but when it comes to like face-to-face conversations, you're having to learn how to do all that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, it's like it's social anxiety. And really, I think that social anxiety has stemmed from lack of interpersonal communication.
Sure.
It's really stemmed from, well, kids went outside, rode their bikes around the neighborhood all the time. Then iPads came to be.
Yes.
And then you've got like iPad kids.
Well,
and then inside has always been the thing that they do. And then like everyone's talking through Roblox or Snapchat or playing Minecraft. And like when I really say most connected and disconnected, we have an easier time talking to each other online than we do in person.
I think another thing that caused a lot of that was the COVID period, where we were all just like locked in, and then the only option we had to communicate was screens.
Yes.
And so I feel like it made it a lot easier because we were in like 2 years of the only interactions we had were digital, were online. So I feel like that might have caused a lot of like social disconnect, because there was a point in time where Alex was coming home every day from like Crossroads, or Creation Station, where he was like, I don't think these kids know how to talk to each other. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, don't they just like go into the gym and play or go out to the playground and play? And he goes, yeah, all by themselves. They don't know how to like play with each other or like do
alone
things
together.
And I'm like, that's so crazy to me.
I witnessed that first generation of COVID kids, and it was interesting. Like being able to play with other kids was foreign to them. But like I think in the same sense with us, we lost the ability to talk to staple community people in our church. We lost that ability to effectively communicate. Most people communicate just fine. Some people can. Some people are really good at communicating, but I'm like 90% sure, like at least half of our generation has really forgotten how to be humble, come forward to an older person or a person that's been in the walk of Christ longer than we have, and ask questions because we think they're so different and we're so different, and they won't understand. But there is knowledge to be had from them. It's just we don't know how to talk to them.
That's a good point. So would you guys say that you would, like, if older adults like heard that and understood that, like, all right, it's not that they don't want to be mentored, it's not that they don't want to be a side, but it's that they are just uncomfortable or they just don't know how to start that process. Do you think your guys' generation it would be open to an adult approaching you and saying, "Hey, would you mind, like, let's meet for coffee every couple of times a month. Let's read the Bible together. How do you guys think you would respond to that?"
And I would probably respond kind of a little standoffish.
Sure.
Because
Okay.
for us in particular, social settings aren't the first thing we think of. Like,
Okay.
sure, with our friends, absolutely. Let's go grab coffee. Let's go talk.
Okay.
But if you had someone randomly come up to you, like in a church, just from my personal experience, I'd be like, I don't know about that. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe not. I don't know. Let me check
Yeah.
my calendar. You know, the classic excuses.
Yeah, I might be a little bit different. Because I feel like I'm a little more outgoing.
Yeah.
And if I had somebody who was older than me come up and say, hey, like, I'm wanting to learn more. I know you've been here for a while. Can you, like, help me, like, read through some scripture, like, go through and, like, meet up somewhere, hang out, like, talk about things. I feel like I'd be a little more open to it because I'd be like, yeah, let's figure it out. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
And then just because I feel like a lot of my friends are a lot older than I am, just because Alex was older, his friends were older, and then I have never really been, like, other than, like, a couple of pretty close friends.
Yeah.
Like, all of my friends are all, like, 5 to 6 years older than I am.
Yeah.
So, like, and then especially with bowling league, a lot of my friends out there are in their, like, 40s.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
have kids.
Bowling's
And
an old sport.
yeah. Well,
It's for retired dads.
Yeah, so it really is. So, like,
Okay.
so if I had somebody approach me at league and they go, hey, I know you go to church, I'm interested in learning.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
And so, like, bring them out. I'd bowl with them. I'd do whatever and, like, just sit and talk and, like, figure out what's going on and see what I could do to best help them.
Sure. So kind of wrapping up here, last question for you guys. So I just feel like the idea of community is just so important. Like you guys need peer-to-peer community, and you've said you need older adults community, but yet you recognize that need, but at the same time you're kind of like awkward in that need, or don't know really how to navigate that or how to work through that. So what would you say to the older generation of how can they reach young adults like yourselves to disciple you, to help you, to bridge that gap, overcome the awkwardness? Like, what would be some good ways to do that?
I'd say don't be afraid to offend us.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, obviously don't
Alex is like, no.
don't say anything that's gonna be, like, crazy.
Yeah, don't be out of
But,
pocket with it, but
yeah, like, be like, oh, if you sin, you're going straight to hell. Like, not like that, anything like that.
Yeah.
But like being able to, like, come up to us and maybe say something that might get us a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
And be like, okay, so yes, that might have made you uncomfortable, but this is why.
yes,
Like,
especially knowing that you guys understand that about yourselves.
yeah. And, like, so just being comfortable enough to, like, not be afraid to
bridge
come
that.
up and pursue and, like,
Yes.
help us learn, because, like, there are some, like, awkward conversations to have.
Sure.
And,
But it
like,
doesn't mean they're not worth having.
yeah, exactly. And, like, especially with, like, marriage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like a person who has gone through marriage and has been in marriage for a long time would have a really good understanding on how to have healthy relationships and go through stuff like that, and talk about like abstinence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that would be, like, a really good, like, just don't be afraid.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good. Yeah, because
like-
I think if it feels like, I mean, especially on my end, trying to reach younger people,
Yeah.
sometimes it feels like they don't want it or like they push me away. But in reality, that's just I'm perceiving that
Yeah.
when that may not necessarily be the case because of
It might
all the
be
different factors.
it might be a consistency thing too.
So-
Just like stay consistent.
I really think it's about being genuine.
Okay.
This whole my generation that I know, we dislike just disingenuous people a ton.
You can spot a plot a mile away.
Oh,
They're-
100%. There have been a few examples in my life where there have just been disingenuous people that have been in, like, let's say a leader role or has been in this, like, a mentoring role of some kind. And, like, at first you think it's just like, oh, he's just trying to get you in first and then we'll really get into the nitty gritty things of it.
Yes.
But then you realize it's just like, it was only surface level. It was just that little bit.
Yeah.
And then you kind of feel like misled
Sure.
or you feel kind of like betrayed. And you're just like, oh, well, you kind of got me in for this.
Yeah.
Just to say, hey, you're a follower of Christ. You got, here's the numbers. Like,
Gotcha.
this
Yeah.
is who you are.
Not
Like,
willing to be there for you or show up when you need it
No.
or have those conversations.
it's just like you have great, you've said you've followed Christ and now figure it out.
Gotcha.
A lot of there aren't a lot of people that are just willing to mentor,
Yeah.
from what it seems. And some of the people that I have met that are willing to mentor are just not genuine about it.
Yeah, I feel like now that I've heard what he said, I want to like revise my answer a little bit and say that like building a connection first
Yes.
will definitely help.
Absolutely.
So like like spending time to get to know somebody,
Yeah.
and then like start asking the harder
So
questions.
before asking them to coffee or asking them to have like those conversations,
Yeah.
build that friendship first. Like consistently say hi to them on whenever you see them, and consistently just like
Right.
having that friendship, not as like a mission project of, oh, I need to get you saved or I need to get you,
Right.
but like to really
Yeah.
know you, really understand
The
you.
the last thing I know that I want to feel like is a number or a part of just your
Yeah.
end goal.
Yeah.
When someone takes a genuine interest
Yes.
in specifically you and who you are is just kind of rare in
Yeah.
a sense in kind of today's culture.
Okay.
You very rarely have people that are just invested into the younger generation. I know of a few examples where there are some older folks that are invested into the youth.
Yeah.
And those people are great, and they are great at what they do.
Yeah.
I just really think if we really, really wanted to reach a larger demographic of people Caden and I's age, there needs to be a genuine relationship, a build-up of sense.
Yes.
It's like, let's not jump straight to coffee. Let's jump to, hey, I've seen you here a few times.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're coming back.
And that's just consistency.
Is there
of just,
the consistency of that genuine act of,
yes.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're
Yeah.
coming. I'm glad that you're making an effort.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
ever want to talk about something, you know where I am, you know where to see me. Maybe here's my number, here's my email, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I think that would really put me, like if I was new, it would put me at an easier, like that. Like I could go talk to these people.
Yes.
These are people who I feel like I can ask questions,
Yeah.
and there's not going to be like this sense of like shaming me for asking this stuff.
Yes.
These people want me to be a follower of Christ. These people want me to come to church, and they want me to be a part of what they are.
And they're showing up in your life time and time again. They're being there. They're
Right.
not just when it's easy or convenient for them.
Exactly.
Just okay. Yeah.
That I think that's what I craved.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people probably also crave, is that
Yes.
sense of community and that feeling and that belonging.
Yeah.
And that genuine connection between the church and the people that attend it
Yeah.
and the workers that are there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where
that's
I
good.
think
Yeah.
that I'm at.
I think that's really helpful, because it can also be intimidating of like, okay, we want to reach this younger generation, like we want to have a relationship with these kids and help them, but like, where do we start? And I think what you guys are kind of articulating is like, that's just like actually genuinely care about them and let them know, and like just step out and start that relationship and just show them that you care about them, that you're going to show up and you're going to be consistent in their life, and like you said, not treating them as a number or anything like that. I think that's something that adults can easily do. I mean, that's something that that's an easy game plan. There's not this like whole 10-step solution that we have to make complicated, but just the genuineness of a relationship. And then to be willing to push through those awkward conversations, of knowing that you guys want to have those conversations, that you guys want to have those interactions. I think
just to learn what's right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And like, you'll never learn unless you have those conversations, and they're very much so needed. And I feel like it's not talked about as much. So I feel like that's like a point where it's like not very like, we think very differently, because like nobody's talking about it. Nobody's telling us that like it's wrong. So
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so importance of community, importance of genuine mentorship, genuine relationships there. I think that's really good. Yeah, it's just fascinating. The answer to a lot of these issues doesn't require a bunch of statistics or a bunch of like scientific or crazy knowledge. It's just the simple, going back to the basics of community and just genuine relationships with each other.
It's the thing we lack.
Yeah.
I think it's the thing that people my age and my generation crave.
Yes.
Is just genuine connection.
Yes.
Don't want to be another number in the congregation. We want to be the congregation.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this entire time you've been talking, it basically sounded like you were submitting an application to be on the greeter team. Like,
all right, Caden, we'll sign you up this Sunday.
All right, here I go. I'll be here this Sunday
Talking
at the
about
front doors, shaking everybody's hands.
That's
talking
right.
about how he wants to talk to
Yep,
people.
you want connection. There it is.
There we go. Well, I might as well just meet everybody.
I mean,
so right there.
And you know what? I guarantee you the greeter team would be happy to have someone young on the front lines.
It's true. Honestly, though, it's true.
That's true. I don't work tonight, so I'm not getting home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So
Hey,
it's gonna be
just hop in, man.
It's gonna be good.
real.
I'm gonna have a full night's sleep. I'm gonna be well rested
Ready to
for
go.
church tomorrow.
Who's he gonna contact? Naomi Dean? Does she do that? Does she do the greeter team? I know she's on the team.
Yeah, you talk to any of them, but just hop in. It's fine.
Mom and dad do it sometimes too. So yeah, just go ahead.
Yep. All right, guys. Hey, well, I really appreciate you coming and doing this. I think it's just a lot of good stuff. Hopefully, we can just have more good conversations in the future. But thanks, guys. Really appreciate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no worries.
absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Take care, everybody.